Hello again, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Joe Hindy, the Android Authority App Guy, and welcome back to Android Apps Weekly. This is episode number 166, so let's get started. The developers of Critical Ops announced this week that their game has over 10 million downloads and 300,000 active players. For those who don't know, Critical Ops is a first-person shooter that's been in a perpetual beta ever since its release. Even so, it's a solid game with decent graphics and mechanics. It's a free download in the Google Play Store if you want to try it out for yourself. It's a worthy competitor to more popular shooters like Modern Combat 5. A new study done this week shows that Android users are more than twice as likely to uninstall apps and games than iOS users. The study indicates that 43% of games and 21% of app downloads eventually get uninstalled on Android. On iOS, those numbers are 13% and 9% respectively. Whether Android users simply try more things or are more particular about their apps are open for discussion. Either way, it's pretty interesting. Word around the digital grapevine is that Telltale's upcoming 2017 Marvel game will be based around Guardians of the Galaxy. The information comes from a supposed leak originally covered by comicbookmovie.com. Along with that, the leak also allegedly lists The Walking Dead Season 3 as a game that's totally happening. We hope all of these leaks are true because that would be awesome. Taiwan is currently trying to have Uber banned from every app store in its country. Here's what happened. In Taiwan, transportation services pay a different set of taxes from technology platforms. Uber classified itself as a technology platform, while the Taiwanese government is well aware that it's essentially a transportation service. We'll let you know how this turns out in the long run, but it's not the first time Uber has been in hot water. Facebook and Google are making some moves to prevent the circulation of fake news. Facebook will simply no longer allow these stories to trend on its website, while Google removes their AdSense money and also affects their search results. We don't know what this will mean for the satire community, but it's actually kind of sad that we have the culmination of human knowledge at our fingertips via the internet, and this is still somehow a problem. We'll see how this turns out as these changes roll out. Cinepak is a voice recorder application that lets you record yourself, and it does the standard recording stuff pretty well. You'll be able to record yourself doing whatever and then export those files to your internal storage, Dropbox, or Google Drive. Another feature is the ability to let Cinepak run as a service that can temporarily record all of the audio all of the time and then let you recover it if you want to. We don't recommend leaving that on all of the time, but it's a nifty little thing to have. Haunted Rooms is a VR puzzle game that was released earlier this week. It's an escape game, which means you'll spend most of your time solving puzzles in order to get out of whatever scenario that you're in. It boasts decent graphics, a short storyline, and a spooky ambiance. The developers have also stated that they'd like to bring more episodes to the adventure over time. It was made for Google Cardboard, so it should work with almost any similar VR headset, and it's also free to download. Fingerprint Gestures is an application that allows you to use your fingerprint scanner as a gesture pad. The way it works is you assign actions to a specific activity. For instance, you can set recent apps to a single tap of your fingerprint scanner. When you perform the activity, it then in turn performs the action. It's a little rough around the edges and it doesn't work with every device. You'll also need a device that's running at least Android Marshmallow in order to use it. Jade Empire began life as an action RPG on the original Xbox all the way back in the mid-2000s. It was eventually ported to PC, and now it's been ported to Android. The game takes place in a land inspired by ancient China, and the characters were as well. It's a BioWare title, so fans of their games know what kind of experience they're going to get with this one. It's a tad expensive at $9.99, but it comes with full controller support, on-screen controls, and additional content that wasn't in the original release. Photoscan by Google is an application that helps you digitize your photographs. You use it to kind of scan your real-life photos, which are then added into your gallery. It also has a few tools to help things along. For instance, you can use a crop tool to get rid of any frame or background that you took in your original image. It doesn't take long to learn how to use, and it only really does this one thing. Anyone who's been meaning to get digital copies of their old photographs, you should definitely try this one. For even more Android apps and games news, releases, updates, and more, don't forget to check out this week's newsletter, which is linked in the video description below. There you'll be able to find a ton of information that we didn't have time for here. You can use the form in the written companion, which is also linked in the video description below, to sign up for the newsletter, and we'll send it out every week if you'd like us to. Also, don't forget to check out the Android Authority app for even faster news updates. And that about does it for this one, folks. If you want to watch another awesome Android Authority video, we have the latest Gary Explains video linked up there on the screen and in the video description below. Don't forget to check out that newsletter and keep it tuned to Android Authority because we are your source for all things Android. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a wonderful day.